Hey everybody, and welcome back to We the Revolution. It's Act 3, Day 4, and once again the revolutionaries absolutely despise us. But maybe we can deal with that. Oh yeah, that's right, we have this person that everyone wants dead, except, let me guess, the news item says, don't kill this man. Let's find out what it says together. Oh, no, it's something different. It's a follow-up to something we've chosen before. What could have been drunken ramblings turned out to be true. It must have been quite a burden for the man. Luckily, he finally found someone he could trust, me. I resolved the matter discreetly. The certificate of military service was forged, and to be certain, I asked people who should have known him from the army. Apparently, nobody had ever thought such things should be checked. Who would have thought someone could lie about such a thing? It appears this man really wanted this job. So this guy should not have been in the position he was because he didn't really go through the army. So he forged a certificate that said he was in the army and now he needed this job. You know, I'm not going to accuse the guard of deceit. I think something like that's not. Yeah, you did a little bit of fraud to get your job, but you seem to be a good officer or good guard. We didn't have anything else negative to say about you. I don't really want to leave you alone, though. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't think that's ultimately what we're going to do. I think you need some punishment for your lie. So I just want to discharge you from the service. Like, thanks for wanting to be here, but you took a spot from someone who was actually qualified and eligible to be there. So let's just finish this quietly, please. Just go on about your business and find another line of work. Alright, influence points -1. That's fine, because we still have 12. Who is this fellow? You'll lose your head, scum, says the crowd. Not that much in the way of crowds these days. I guess with the fact that there's a murderous band of thugs entering this city, people are maybe not wanting to sit in the courtroom. I am Etienne, or Etienne. Okay, Etienne, who are you? I did not allow the accused to speak yet. I thought you asked him who he was. I don't care. With the most respect, of course. Considering the behavior of the accused, I think I already know the verdict. Death. Yeah, I think we know that too, because we have to appease the revolutionaries. Behead him. The guillotine. It's going to be a hard one, isn't it? Like, everyone wants this guy to die, but there's going to be a secret thing where he's not really guilty, but we're going to be forced to anyways. Forced to find him guilty. I think that must be what it is. In the dock is Etienne Labeau, a brawler and a degenerate resident of Paris and frequent client of sordid public houses in Faubourg de Gloire. Last month, together with his comrade Michel Verdier, he attacked another drinking partner, Jean Boudon. A witness who saw everything claims that Labeau and Verdier ambushed their victim while he was returning to the attic where he used to sleep. They attacked Boudon in a dark alley, battered him, took his money, and then stabbed him. Soon afterwards, Verdier was detained. During routine questioning, he admitted to participating in the assault, even though he swore that it was Labeau who pushed the knife into Boudon. Verdier was sentenced to be guillotined. Meanwhile, Labeau vanished into thin air. Apparently, he holed up in Neuilly. Upon his arrest, the rogue recited what we have already heard, swearing that Verdier was responsible for stabbing Boudon. Labeau had with him an elegant pouch that was almost empty. It surely did not belong to him. Okay, so let's unlock some questions here, shall we? We have 2 possible stakes and 5 questions to reveal. That's not so bad. Attack on a drinking partner, a knife taken from LeBeau, embroidered pouch, murder. So the murder is definitely the accusation. The murder is not the accusation? Murder is the method? How is murder not an accusation? Attack on a drinking partner, that's the accusation? A knife taken from LeBeau is evidence. An embroidered pouch is evidence. Murder is the motive. Alright, well, let's see what we can do about you. Do you admit to assaulting citizen Bourdon? When the guard searched you, they found an embroidered pouch. Where did you get it? A blood-stained pocket knife was found at the crime scene. So you still claim that it was Verdier who murdered citizen Bourdon? Where did you first meet the victim? Do you admit to assaulting the man? Well, there's no use lying when everyone knows it. Yeah, me and Verdier ambushed him. To kill him? To rob him, nothing more. I didn't think Verdier would kill him. Murderer. But you did not stop him, did you? What am I, the National Guard? He'd have cut me as well. He deserves to be rotting underground. Well, everyone wants you dead. Just a moment, I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. You probably will notice nothing at all. Alright, we're back. I don't know what it is about recording videos that makes me want to sneeze all the time. So, when the guard searched you, they found an embroidered pouch. Where did you get it? From M. Bourdon. So you did rob the man. You searched his pockets while he was bleeding to death in the street? No, I battered him so he couldn't stand, took his pouch, and turned around to run. That's when Verdier stabbed him. Well, you were still, like, part of the crime? The crime that ended in his death? And, you know, we sentence all crimes, mostly, to death. So even if you just beaten him up, you probably still would get your head chopped off, dude. You kept hitting him until he lost consciousness? How else would we rob him? You could have killed him, and you could have killed him doing that anyway. But I didn't. I just robbed him. He's lying. You killed him, thug. Why would you do that? You had already taken his money. You shouldn't have chopped off his head. Can't ask him now, can you? Alright, well, we found a pocket knife. Did you use it to stab the citizen? No, the guards took me knife. And why did you have a knife with you? Because he's a murderer. Because of, you know, stuff. Sometimes it comes in handy. For example, when the need arises to stab a fellow citizen? I didn't stab him, understand? Not with me knife. Not with anyone's knife. If I wanted to slaughter him, I'd do it with me bare hands. I don't know, like, he's become, like, semi-Irish in my mind. So, just excuse my extremely bad accent. I wonder how many he's already slaughtered. So you still claim that it was Verdier who murdered the citizen Bourdon? Yes. The lying rat. But it was you who battered and robbed him. It was his idea to rob Bourdon because they'd argued about something. When I took his pouch, it weren't that full. Why would Verdier ask you to join him? If he'd had assaulted Bourdon alone, he could have kept all the money for himself. Well, maybe he was too scared to go alone. Professional criminal, scared to rob a man alone? You should have asked Verdier before you offed him. I weren't in his head, you know. He joined in himself to get a share. Yeah, you're at full chop it off your head mode right now. I guess we'll ask the question about how did you meet the victim? You know, we were drinking together for a few months. Bit of a strange bird, that fella. He painted some things, kind of a merchant too, always had money and happy to buy the next round. And you killed such a great companion without scruples? How many times do I have to say it? I didn't kill anybody. Anyway, everyone knew Verdier was a beast. You knew that as well and nonetheless decided to join him? The accomplice of a beast is an animal as well. Verdier claimed during his trial that it was you who had blood on his hands. A guilty man always tries to blame someone else. Well, did the defendant confess to the crime? Of killing the man? No. Like, is that, if that's what he's up for? Like, is that what he's up for? Assault, murder, theft? I mean, yes and no, he admitted to it. It was not counter-revolutionary. Which of the assailants took the victim's pouch? The defendant. How did the defendant first meet? What did he say? They were drinking together? And he'd always buy rounds? Judge's signature, here you go. And verdict is the death penalty, please. That does not help the revolutionaries quite as much as I would have hoped. But here you go. Off with your head, sir. Senate Citizen Etienne Lebeau to death by guillotine. Congratulations on a just verdict. Huzzah! That rascal had it coming. Alright, we got them all right. Influence points, reputation, revolutionaries, common folk. Not enough from the revolutionaries, honestly. Well, let's give a quick speech, perhaps. Let's reveal it. So they're attached, and bullheaded. So if they're attached, let's manipulate their attachment. And if they are bullheaded, let's be humble about it. There you go. Perfect argument, a perfect argument, a strong argument. There you go. Anyone stepping outside the boundaries of revolutionary law has only themselves to blame. Only themselves. Look, we're cheering. Do not listen to them when they say you cannot read. Listen to them when they beg for mercy at the guillotine. Wow. Like, when they insult you and say you're illiterate fools, don't listen to them. You listen to them when you're chopping their heads off. It is you, the people, who are in charge here. Look at that. Fully satisfied, it looks like. Chop it off already. It's getting dark. Well, you wanted it. You got it. Hold the rope.
Did you come to visit the English whore? That's the new code name they gave me in prison.
I'm so sorry, Grace. The guard should not...
Oh, this whole revolution of yours shouldn't. But this is who you are. If I ever get out of here, I will charge you triple. What do you want?
To offer you absolution.
Since you came to offer it, you must want something in return. What?
Madame de Stael.
I'm not a panderer, sorry. The only thing I can currently give you is a rat that I killed yesterday.
Oh, a dead rat, you say?
I'm not feeling all that hungry recently.
Oh, well,
Yet,
we'll take the rat.
you are the only person that can help me. That can help Paris.
Do you remember when someone stabbed you in the middle of the street and I stitched you up?
I do, and I would not have chosen this.
Did I still not help you enough?
But it was thrust upon me. Look, this is not me. This is not me, the person controlling Alexei. This is Alexei doing this all by himself, okay? Let's reveal. Alright, carefree, let's go carelessness. Withdrawn, let's go aggressive to draw them out. Attached, let's manipulate them. Carefree, let's go carelessness again. But carelessness is a really weird phrase. I don't know. Give me something I can charge de Stael with, and we'll say that in a careless fashion, apparently. I do not believe that de Stael is so innocent, we will be aggressive about. Help me and you'll be freed, we will say, manipulating her. And I will not be blackmailed. Again, another careless, flippant statement. Let's see what the words actually are, though. It's strong, strong, perfect, perfect. Give me something I can charge her with. We're gonna say that carelessly, apparently.
No single Parisian is lacking evidence that can be used against them. Tell me, what can we charge her with when the need arises? I'm not asking for the truth, only something that would be convincing.
That's shady.
I doubt you will find anything. De Stael is clean. That's why women chose her.
Alright. I do not believe that De Stael is so innocent.
You must have something. Do not lie to me.
Ask however many times you wish. I can't give you what you want, because I don't have it.
Help me and you'll be freed.
Do you really wish to spend so many more months in this place? Help me and I will help you.
Ah, you're a little intrigued now. I will not be blackmailed.
De Stael will get burned trying to blackmail me and the people who fight for the freedom of Paris. Though I would delight in making sure she stays in the fire for longer.
Since there is no evidence of her crime, I'll create it. Let me go, and I'll arm you with a charge strong enough to destroy anyone, even someone as innocent as De Stael.
I mean, I hate it, but I'll accept. Reputation +4. Alright, once again, we can draft people. And our father will like that, but no one else will. I mean, but no one else is going to like anything. So, let's go for drafting. Get some more recruits. I know you hate it, son. You hate it, but you know what? Nothing we can do about it right now. Your old papa is trying to keep you alive, and everyone else in the city alive. Oh, they're pushing here. And here. And here. Okay, they're like just really pushing out. Wow. We got a bunch of recruits, including a couple artillery and some levée en masse. But all of these areas are currently full and they're blocked. So anyway, so we could put there anything there if we wanted to. But let me pause you one more sec. I do apologize, but you probably won't notice a thing, hopefully. Cross my fingers. Well, we're back. At least I hope we're back. Actually, after I paused, the game crashed on me, which is the first time it's ever done that, but it seems like OBS is still recording. So I had to relaunch the game, but it brought us right back to the same spot. So that's good, I believe. We still have never really used the physician. But let's go ahead and, I guess, do these battles. They're really pushing hard in on us. I was actually thinking before this, I was like, man, it's going to be easy if they just keep throwing these onesie twosies little groups at us and we can repel them. But right now, I feel like I may have made a blunder in thinking that way. Let's go ahead and choose these groups, the 5 musketeers, 5 levée en masse, and the 2 infantry. It's a large group against a large group. They're very ineffective. You're a neutral attacker. I don't know your name. Alright, you do have a couple artillery, which is very bad for me, honestly. I'm gonna have to go to a defensive tactic because you've got the artillery and I need to hit the back lines. So I'm gonna go in defense and hope for the best at this point. Defense versus defense. Oh, we killed one of the cannons and it didn't even shoot at us? We are losing a lot of infantry, though. I'm going to need to go defensive again just because they have that They have the artillery out there. I'm gonna need to go defensive again. Defense against defense again. Well, we did not... Oh, we did kill the artillery. They took out one of our shooters. Alright. Alright, I think we got the upper hand now. We have quite a lot of let's go for a frontline assault. Less effective when you're... Well, let's go for suppressive fire, because they've been acting very defensively. So maybe I can suppress them. Now that the artillery's gone. Oh, now they went for a frontline assault. So they completely screwed up our plan. Alright. Now I think we're doing the frontline assault at this point, because I think we just finished them off. And they wiped out a lot of our infantry, didn't they? Okay, another frontline assault should take them out. Against defense. We're losing a lot of men here. But ultimately we succeeded. Yeah, that's something. Okay, so that whole zone is gone, right? There's no people in this zone. So we don't have to defend this zone anymore. They can take that if they want. There's nothing for them there. We could pull back and support some better areas. If we wanted to. I don't know if we do want to, but we may want to. So, who do we want to take a look at next? Maybe these guys, the 6 city guards, 5 Levian Moss, and an artillery unit? Large troop versus large troop. Defense tactics versus neutral tactics. Alright, they do have 2 cannons, though. That's a little concerning. I can entrench. Artillery attacks more lines while the rest of the row switch to defense, or I can go for suppressive fire, which worked pretty well last time. And it looks like it's a better attack against their artillery. But they have, I mean, they didn't even use their artillery last time because they went to defensive mode. So let's try a suppressive fire attack. This is probably a bad idea, but let's see. Oh, well, yes, they are defensive. Okay, good. Did they wipe out our cannon just now? They did wipe out our cannon just now. Great. Alright, I'm thinking another suppressive fire action. Well, that's not going to hit their cannons at all. Jeez. A defensive action. Yeah. Let's go for a defensive action. That'll hit their back lines. Because the suppressive fire looks like it's only attacking here and here. The defensive action, our shooters will target the back couple rows. But they're also attacking our riflemen. No, we lost one of the cannons. Alright, we got to take out that stupid cannon. Frontline assault, suppressive fire, neutral attack, defense. Yeah, I think we gotta go defense again and try to take out that cannon. Now they go for a defensive stack. So their artillery may attack. It doesn't look like it though. Now there it goes. It's dead. As is one of our musketeers or city guard or whoever that is. Alright. I think we got him at this point. Frontline assault, suppressive fire, neutral, defense. Seems just like a frontline assault would be fine against their defense. Okay, so they kind of countered us a little bit. And another one of those should be enough. Just want to check the bars up here. Oh, he lived enough to get our attack in. Did not kill our man, so we had 9 deaths on our side, and they had 10 deaths on their side. Okay. We've rescued 4,000 civilians. And now, finally, this one. Large troops against large troops. Again, they're neutral attackers. Let's see how many... They have no cannons. Alright, so we can entrench. And that's going to barely shoot their back lines. I don't think that's important. We can go defensive round. Our cannons will not shoot, it looks like. Yeah, I think it's a suppressive fire. So we'll attack their... Use our cannons and our musketeers to shoot their back rows. And then hopefully our frontline people can do something. It's like they have so many guns that we need to take out. So let's go for suppressive fire action against their defense action. So they will attack our back rows. They will probably take out our cannon. Yep, they took out our cannon. And then they're going to come in with a little bit of a stab. Alright, so the back rows are the ones I'm a little concerned about. So we can do a neutral stance. We could do a suppressive fire. I think we do a little bit of a neutral stance here. That way our musketeers attack their musketeers. And our front row can rush in and take out the 2 remaining infantry. They are going to go into a frontline assault, so they will attack our infantry with their musketeers. That was pretty effective for them. Not effective enough, though. Well, I mean, that was really effective. Let's go another neutral tactic. Against a frontline assault. So they're just all out deciding this is enough. They're just gonna push for it. And they're not gonna win. They will knock out a lot of our people, though. That frontline guy is probably gone, or... Yep. So we saved a lot of our musketeers. The cannon, however, did not survive. 8 deaths versus 9 deaths. Alright, so... I mean, at this point, we probably should just abandon this zone. Because there's nothing for me here. If they take it, they take it. So what? It does give them another, like, launching spot to maybe hit this area, though. So maybe I do want to just fill this up. And that'll be a... I mean, I guess that is a buffer area. So even if they take over here, like, that's a wasted turn for them because they're not now taking over a place that has people. It's just a buffer to keep them away from the actual living civilians. So maybe that's okay. We don't have any cannons to give up. I think we actually... I can't remember. When we... Before the game crashed, did it give me a reinforcement of cannons? And I lost it, unfortunately, because I reloaded? I don't know. So let's go ahead and set up... I mean, this probably is the most important to set here. So we've got a city guard. You know what? I'm going to put one more city guard here. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to put one more city guard there. I'm going to put 5 city guardsmen here. And I want to put like 9 levy en masse in front of them. No, 7 levy en masse. That's what I meant to say, 7. Because that equals 12, not 9 plus 15. So this zone, again, you have some city guard. I can give you, I can probably make you just the same. Let's say 4. I don't know, do I want to give you all 3 musketeers? Let's give you 3 of these guys. And by 3, I now mean 5, because they've now lumped together. I'll give you 7 levy en masse. And by that I mean apparently 3 levy en masse. I don't know what I'm talking about. A couple more infantrymen then. No, 2, please, please. So that takes you to 10 out of 12. I need to give you 2 more people. I'm going to, oh yeah, this is not sustainable. I cannot hold this line with just, like if I'm going to fully hold this, I can't fully hold this. These people have to come out. I don't have the reinforcement for that. So you guys can have this spot. Let's put a couple more city guards in there then. Well, if you're going to make me do that. There, 7 city guards. Yeah, so I could put these 3 musketeers and this 1 city guard in here. I mean, but that's not very good. That's only 7 people. And only one of them is a melee unit. So let's not do that. Let's pull back to maybe... What is the... Let's pull back here, just to get out of the way. I mean, I could put them on the board here, I guess. I'll just let them have this spot, if they want it, because there's no sense in sacrificing these 6 guys for a zone that's already been wiped clean. Alright. Let's go ahead and end, or go to the intrigue section. Winning over Grace Elliott. Was that supposed to be cracked like that? Did we fail on that? Women's Rebellion. The stall clearly wanted to motivate you to make a move. Throughout the city, women are refusing to work. They will only resume their duties once their leader confirms we have signed the declaration. An insufficient labor force will have a detrimental effect on our defense. We cannot allow this to last. So what is our action? Burn the declaration and arrest us all. You will not be blackmailed because it is you who does the blackmailing. You destroy your enemies and are undefeated. Who needs women? Let them stay at home. That is their place anyway, except to stall. She should be locked up in the cell we have prepared for her. I wonder if she will be as stubborn with her head placed between the guillotine's blade. Or France has changed irreversibly. The last bastion of inequality is falling, and trying to stop it would be unreasonable. Gaining support from the women of Paris is essential for your continued battle against the enemy. Your signature will be an expression of the true equality and act of brotherhood. The men are going to hate it. The men are absolutely going to hate it, but I think we go for signing the declaration. Like, it's in some small way penance for all the bad stuff that we've been doing. So let's sign the declaration. All right, end the day. I know they're going to take over this area and they're going to use that to push in, but couldn't sacrifice those few guys for absolutely nothing when we can put them in a more strategic place later. Hopefully. All right, but everyone wants this lady dead. So, who is this that we're dealing with? Jean and Marie Pique died immediately after birth, so this is like, you're saying that you might have killed a baby. We've got a couple news areas here. I want to check out what's the... Well, the revolutionaries still don't like us, but if we off with her head, maybe it'll be better. But I think I will end this episode here because it's went on a little long, and hopefully everything recorded properly from when it crashed. Hopefully. So, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you actually see something and not just a black screen. Thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again next time.